Lolly-lo, homies! It may come as no surprise, but I'm a pretty nerdy dude. But with living my life as long as I have, it has taught me a thing or two, and today I wanted to share some secret tech with all of you. Now that things are starting to open up again, and hopefully we'll be able to start socializing, meeting new people, and going to things like conventions, I want to give back to the community in any way I can. So I thought, what better way than to help people get their nut off? You often see people make countdown style videos, but something I've noticed is that most of these videos don't try to improve the life of others in any kind of meaningful way. So that's why today I wanted to impart some very important knowledge on you and hopefully help you achieve that goal you've been dreaming of. I've been around the block a few times, and something I can tell you is that sometimes a good tune can easily set the mood for you and your partner, or potential partner. Remember, nerdy people like nerdy things, and especially if you're watching this channel and video, just find someone like-minded, and I'm sure you'll both hook up. Now, this list is going to be a little bit of a mix of things because there is a world of difference between lovemaking, sex, and fucking. No judgments here, I just want you to have safe fun. There will also be no songs from the same franchise twice. While it would make the list a lot easier to make, I thought it would be best to include a variety and hopefully introduce more people to games they have not played if they like the music selections. No matter your sexual orientation, preference, or whatever, I'm sure something on this list will lead you to that sweet, sweet paradise. Also, other than the number one song on here, none of these are in any particular order, so don't get in a fissy. So without further ado, let's jump right into the top 10 JRPG songs to get freaky to. Number 10, If You Still Believe, Legend of Dragoon. Question, have you ever heard of Nightwish? Well, this song is pretty much just Nightwish. Nightwish is a very popular band to fuck to, so if you're down with that or have experience with it already, then I say you're already at a great advantage here. The song is surprisingly long, and if one did not know any better, it could easily pass this off as some alternative prog rock song. Number 9, War Season, Lisa the Painful. Alright, do yourself a favor and close your eyes for a second. Now imagine yourself at a bar or a party. Remember those? Vibing with everyone, and all of a sudden, a maximum cutie waves you over and wants to dance with you. Your bodies are close, the music tempo increases, and all of a sudden you hear this. And you and your partner go fucking wild. The best part about War Season is that it taps into that primal animal we all have inside of us. No matter your orientation or preference, deep down we are all the same type of being and need to let that primal urge out. The speed and tempo of the drums remind me of caveman music almost, and I have that scene of Chrono Trigger in my head when the crew goes to prehistoric times and they all get fucked up at that big party. If this song was playing, you know Chrono would have messed up the timeline Marty McFly style. Number 8. Beneath the Mask, Persona 5. Now this song, aside from being a banger, can fit in a lot of places. Just like the times it plays in the game, there are almost limitless ways this song can be applied to set the mood. While it's somber, there's something reassuring about it that I think does a good job at establishing that human connection we all want. I would say this is for you to play while not super loud, almost keep it in the background while you're both winding down. Also, the song is a tad emo, so you can score edge points if you're lucky. Number 7, Twister, the Japanese version, The World Ends With You. There's literally only one instance where this song can be considered sexy, and it's at a con. I don't think I need to tell you that sometimes at cons, things can hit differently, and when you're in the zone, cosplaying as Neku, and some sex maven approaches you dressed as Beat, and this song comes on, you just know things are about to be poppin'. This song will probably appeal most of those in college going to anime cons for the first time or starting to really break out of their shell. I know I was a pretty cringy weeb back in the day, but I did realize that there is nothing wrong with that, as many of my partners have been just as lame as me. This is the Shut Up and Kiss Me, You Frickin' Weeb song. Number 6. Wind's Nocturne, Lunar, Silver Star Story Complete. I had to put one on here for the theater people, and before you start asking yourself, what does Dylan mean by this? Just know that theater people like a lot of unconventional music in situations, kind of like JRPG fans. You'll notice that a lot more sensual, romantic JRPG songs mostly sound the same, and that they could be from some musical or big musical number that the game brings to the front. This pick is no different than that. It was a really hard choice between this and Melodies of Life from Final Fantasy IX. If I did not make the right pick, go ahead and tell me down in the comments. Also, there's a hole within my soul. What will fill this emptiness inside of me? Come on now. And it ends with, is my star to come? Yes, Luna. Yes, it will come. Number 5. Waterfall, the live version from Kuldelka. Now, not everyone so far will like what is on this list. That is why I wanted to find something with a little funk to it. Most songs people like to mess around to are usually in the R&B or jazz areas, so this live version of the song can at least fill one of those criteria. This song actually does not get good until about 10 seconds in and then falls off for a bit before the 25-second mark or so. But if you listen to the guitar in this and don't immediately think this song would be played in a softcore HBO Zone porno from the 90s, then homie, I don't know what to fucking tell you. Put on some incense and go defile each other. I want to take a moment right now and talk about the sponsor of this video, which is me! Wow. I'm the fucking sponsor, so please take a moment to like the vid or comment or whatever. Alright, now we're getting on to the good stuff. Number 4. Reminiscence, Suikoden 2. Alright, humor me again. Imagine this. You're trying to impress someone who is not a nerd nor into JRPGs or anything that we've been talking about up until this point. You actually have to pretend to be a normie. The person you're interested in is a bit more highbrow at times. After listening to some music together, you realize they're a fan of classical and beautiful piano, like Ludovico Einaudi. When it's your turn to bring something to the table, you can easily default to something well-known, or you can play Reminiscence from Suikoden 2. This song sounds like a Ludovico song at times and brings some of the most beautiful piano I've heard in a video game. An emotional song like this cannot and should not be ignored. Number 3. Crazy Chocobo, Final Fantasy 13-2. Alright, please hear me out here. This is a list for all types. Remember 2010? And if you don't, wow, you should not be watching this video, little homie. I was not a scene person, but if I was in a tent or something at the Warped Tour and heard this in the background, I would never know it was a JRPG song, let alone a Final Fantasy song. The innuendos in this song are pretty extreme, and like War Season, this song taps into your primal nature, like most metal music. If you can adjust the volume just right so you don't need to hear the word Chocobo while you're fucking, then I'd say you're probably gonna have a good time with this one. Number 2. I Don't Know How to Be Cool, She Dreams Elsewhere. Do you like Portishead? Do you like artists like Rosemary Fairweather? Then this song from the unreleased She Dreams Elsewhere will put you in the right state of mind you need to be really feeling the moment. Almost like a sad girl, sad boy song, the emotion behind the song combined with the lyrics create a special bond between you and your partner. This song does not sound like it's from a video game, which is sometimes the best part. This song is so good that I've been listening to it regularly since starting working on this video. Now, since the game is not out yet, I'm curious to see if there's another song called Identity Crisis that one should listen to instead if they like this song. Really stellar soundtrack so far. I'm very excited. Everybody should be checking this out. Before we get to the final song, I want to touch on some honorable mentions real quick. Obviously, Melodies of Life, Final Fantasy IX. Suikoden 1, the main theme. My Name is Booster, Super Mario RPG. Time to Fight, Bionis Shoulder, Xenoblade Chronicles, Future Connected. Finally, Castlevania Symphony of the Night, I Am the Wind. It's not a JRPG song, but it will get you laid. Thanks for watching. If you like this type of content, please do the YouTube thing and all that jazz. Be on the lookout for the next one, and please follow me on Twitter if that's your thing. Bye.